Hi, I'm Michelle Brain and I am the Midwife Hypnotist. And today we have another birth story. And I hope that you learn from these birth stories that sometimes you can see in other people what you can't see in yourself, or you can't see in your story that you can see in somebody else's. And sometimes it really is that aha moment. So today I wanted to talk about a lady that came to see me about birth trauma. She had had birth in the past that was very traumatic. She'd held on to that trauma, she hadn't dealt with it, yet over the several years of dealing or not dealing with this birth trauma, she accumulated many sorts of certificates and completed different courses. So when we talked about the birth trauma, it was really quite easy for me to see that she wasn't going to deal with this, that the wall was so thick and so high, there was no way I was going to get to it. And even when the questions that I had asked her, there was always a comeback, and the comeback to me was, oh yes, but I'm a Reiki master, and so this is what I do. Oh, and I'm a kinesiologist, I couldn't get to the mother. Now it was interesting because after that visit, where we just had a talk, I knew that she wasn't ready. This talk was not going to happen. And of course she cancelled 2 days before. Now, if you do have some birth trauma and you're feeling that you need to debrief, if you feel that it's time to leave it behind, it's time to let go of it, then if you come to see me, I'd like to see that person. I'd like to see that woman that had the birth trauma. And leave everything else, leave everybody else, leave every other part of your personality and your jobs at the front door. Just leave them there. Because all those people didn't go through the birth trauma. It was just that mother. So that's the mother that I want to talk to. That's the state, the person, that ego state, the mother, that needs to let go of that trauma. So it's really interesting when people say that they want to do something in this hand, but in this hand it's the idea sounds good, but they're not quite ready. And for whatever reason, they're hiding behind the certificates and the qualifications that they've been accumulating over the years that really haven't done anything with birth trauma. So if you've got an issue, whether it's birth or whether it's childhood or whether it's just not knowing, I think we all get to an age where we're just not sure. But if you take the time to go to your unconscious and open those lines of communication, it becomes so clear and it's so easy. So check out my website, michellebrain.com. And if you're tossing up this or that, perhaps we can find the clarity for you. Check out my website, michellebrain.com.